Is characteristic of designing research methods within our curriculum. And Silas, this maybe get to a little bit of the discussion that you just started, maybe it won't. But anyway, so we looked at research methods as being this defining characteristic of NC State. We are taught to use these strategies in a somewhat strategic way throughout a process. So we use these methods to research and define a problem, and then we use other methods to kind of prototype, iterate, and develop on that problem towards a solution. And meaning we don't necessarily respond to pre-packaged briefs. We're kind of given free rein to seek and find our own problems that we see and define those in our own way. And as we were discussing those further, we overlaid this double diamond concept of the design process that Design Council has kind of developed and displayed. And basically, you start out in this discovery mode where you're kind of diverging and collecting a lot of information. That's kind of primary research at the very beginning. And at some point, you turn a corner and have to start defining. So you're kind of weeding out what you feel is important and what is not, until you come to a problem. And you define that problem, and that kind of characterizes how you proceed from there. And again, you start on your second diamond, where you develop, and you're iterating and prototyping. And then at some point, you turn another corner and you deliver it to the client or whatever the end result is. And in our discussions, we had interesting insights, such as, maybe this points to Silas's remark, is when do you decide to turn that corner and define, right? Theoretically, if you didn't have constraints like deadlines and budget and stuff like that, where does the limit exist for designers to just keep research? And then we thought, okay, throughout this process, what does kind of get rewarded and what gets a little swept under the rug, not completely, but there is a hierarchy there, is that definition of the problem. So we said, okay, for our little design study here, we're going to take that double diamond model, we're going to chop off that second diamond and just have that first diamond where the sole purpose of our endeavor, our role, was to define a problem, kind of frame it, phrase it, and glorify it. And we did that, chose to do that through these posters. So we met right after winter break. We had a bit of a blitz where we're just like, okay, we're each going to go out, use a couple research methods, find a problem, and then we're going to try to design these posters, and what the hell, we'll put a price tag on it, right, to kind of put some value to it. And so we came up with an hourly rate, and we each spent about 5 hours on it, and came up with this idea of, okay, $250 each, and I think here we get a discount if you chose to buy all four. $8.99.99, yeah.
If you buy now.
You have to buy, yeah. So anyway, all this to say, what is all this to say? That we wanted to kind of redefine the role of how these methods are used to define a problem and glorify that, to question, okay, is this a primary role that people still value from designers, or are they really looking for this finished end product thing that they can take away and solve all these problems? So, do you want to talk through?
Yeah, my poster is talking about a problem, and this is an issue about health literacy.